Should you build or buy an oceanfront home on the Outer Banks? Have you ever dreamed of owning an oceanfront home on the Outer Banks? Most people immediately start searching for houses. But what if building your own home actually makes more sense? Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest decisions oceanfront buyers face. Should you buy an existing oceanfront home or start with an oceanfront home site and build exactly what you want? There isn't one right answer, but there are questions every buyer should ask before making a multi-million-dollar decision. I'm Christy Bryant with Keller Williams OBX, and I help buyers compare opportunities from Corolla to Ocracoke so they can make informed real estate decisions. Let's get started. Oceanfront property is one of the most limited resources on the Outer Banks. We're surrounded by water, but there is only so much oceanfront land. Once it's developed, very little oceanfront inventory is created. That's why buyers often face two choices: buy an existing home or purchase land and build. And neither option is automatically better. The right choice depends on your goals, your timeline, and how you plan to use the property. Before you start touring homes, it's worth understanding the advantages and trade-offs of both approaches. When buying an existing home makes sense, buying it does. There's some clear advantages. You know exactly what you're getting. You can walk through it. You can walk the property, experience the views, understand the layout, and in many cases, move in much sooner. For some buyers, that's exactly what they want. Others may appreciate that an existing home has an established history of ownership and maintenance. Of course, every property is different. Some homes have been extensively updated. Others may require renovations over time. When comparing existing homes, look beyond finishes. Think about the floor plan, the condition, the elevation, the outdoor living space, the parking, the beach access, and whether the property supports the way you plan to use it. Now, let's look at it another option. Building gives you something an existing home can't: choice. You decide the layout, the finishes, the number of bedrooms, the outdoor spaces, the way the home captures the views, and the features that matter most to you. Maybe you want an elevator, a larger great room, a home office, a pool designed for your lifestyle, or outdoor living spaces that take advantage of the ocean breeze. Building also allows buyers to incorporate current building methods and materials, although every project should be planned with experienced local professionals and an understanding of current building requirements. Building takes patience. It requires planning, and it comes with decisions. But for some buyers, creating a home designed specifically for their goals is worth the process. What buyers often overlook, whether you're buying an existing home or building from the ground up, don't focus only on the structure. Pay close attention to the home site itself. Questions like, how large is the lot? What are the setback requirements? How does the site sit relative to the ocean? What are the elevation characteristics? What building opportunities might the site provide? And how will the location influence your ownership experience? those questions often have just as much impact as the house itself. And they're questions many buyers don't think to ask until much later in the process. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because there's currently an opportunity that illustrates this conversation well. At 1315 North Virginia Dare Trail in Kill Devil Hills, there's an oceanfront home site that gives buyers the opportunity to start with a blank canvas. Instead of remodeling someone else's vision, a future owner has the opportunity to explore creating a home site that reflects their own goals, subjects to applicable regulations, design considerations, and the normal building process. Whether someone ultimately decides to build or purchase an existing oceanfront home, opportunities like this remind us just how limited oceanfront land has become on the Outer Banks. So, if you had the choice, would you rather buy an existing oceanfront home or build one that's designed around the way you want to live? There's no right answer. There's only the answer that's right for you. Some buyers value convenience. Others value customization. Some want to move in quickly. Others are willing to invest the time to create something uniquely their own. Understanding those priorities first often leads to the better long-term decision. I'm Christy Bryant with Keller Williams OBX, and I help buyers compare communities, properties, and opportunities from Corolla to Ocracoke so they can make confident real estate decisions before they ever write an offer. If you've ever wondered whether building or buying makes more sense on the Outer Banks, I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll leave a comment below. Would you build your dream oceanfront home or buy one that's already finished? If you found this video helpful, please subscribe. Every week I share practical, data-driven information about buying, selling, investing, and living on the Outer Banks to help you make informed real estate decisions. And if you'd like to learn more about this oceanfront home site or explore other opportunities across the Outer Banks, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to help.